took me years to figure this near-death experience out. And I'm so thankful that I remember everything I went through because I've been able to go down and dissect deeply what was truly occurring. When I figured out this near-death experience, I consider it to be the greatest message I have worth sharing. In that moment, I thought about my wife, Tina, and she was 4 months pregnant with our first child. I thought about how I was never gonna hold her again, kiss her, take her on a date, have dinner with her. And I was never gonna know if I had a boy or girl, what color their hair was gonna be or their eyes, what their name was gonna be. I'd never throw ball, play catch, teach them sports, walk them down an aisle, take them to school. I was gonna miss everything. What I learned in this moment is those were my last thoughts on this world. And if they're my last thoughts, I'd like to consider them to be probably my most important thoughts. Now, we all get caught up in our day, right? You get these, what I call stresses, well, everyone calls them stresses, right? You know, you got these commitments you have to do or work things that need to get done, and you never quite seem to get all your work stuff cleared away, do you? You always seem like there's a pile that you leave for the next day, or you take it home with you, right? And then you have commitments with friends and with work and business, and you name it, you got all these things that you need to do that you chase around. And if you have kids, at the end of the day, your day after work doesn't stop. You start chasing after your kids. And then you got to pay your bills, and you have all these income problems, and you know all these things that just push onto you and drive your day, and they become stresses. When I was in this near-death experience, all I could think about was my wife and my unborn child. I didn't care about anything else. I didn't care about that job. I didn't care if it ever got done. I didn't care about paying my bills. I didn't care about planning my friend's bachelor party that night. I didn't care if he ever got married. I didn't care about nothing other than my wife and my unborn child.
Interesting. It makes a lot of
life. And I just want to ask you, but at that time, I guarantee you 5 years ago, you had stuff going on you had 5 years ago that were stressing you out and overtaking your day. And yet they were so meaningless. You can't even remember what they are 5 years ago, 5 years ago later.
Yeah, and in the moment, it's everything. It's like, everything. If I don't pass this exam, you know, my life's over, right? But look 5 years ahead, you don't even think about it at all, right? Whether you passed or failed.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Just totally leaves your mind.
Yeah.
The only thing that anyone will ever bring up whenever I ask them that question, or if I go back 6 months or a year or whatever, the only time they'll ever be able to bring anything up is if someone in those most important thoughts was impacted. Like I lost a loved one,
person,
or I had a breakup in a relationship, or a friend ended up getting injured, or whatever the case. That's the only time anyone ever can bring up someone that happened 5 years ago, is if it impacted those most important thoughts.
Yeah, it's like a loved one.
Yep. So don't let money or grades or your commitments or whatever take away from what's most important to your life. Simplify it.
You know, there is a system to success, right? They say goals are for people who want to win once. Systems are for people who want to win repeatedly over and over again. So for me, it's always about systems. It's about a work ethic. It's about going to do things that other people won't to get what you want.
Yeah, I really believe in that. Even myself in my personal life, outworking others has been a huge mindset that I've had right from university days. And I remember entering university and getting terrible grades the first few years and just wondering, was everyone just smarter than me? And they were, but it was because they had worked harder than me in previous years. And what I had learned from motivational speeches, we were talking about this earlier, is you really can outwork others. And I started studying twice as much as other people. I would, instead of doing 8-hour days, I was doing like 16-hour days and sleeping a little bit less, and give it a year and I caught up to everyone. And after 2 years, I was kind of top of the class, which shocked me because I didn't think that was even possible until I started listening to people like yourself and other motivational speakers and icons that I looked up to. So
so back to football. My freshman year in high school, I was so bad at football that my high school had 2 teams. Their freshman team had an A team and a B team. I was on the B team, which was the worst out of the 2, and I still wasn't playing.
Right.
7 games into the season, I quit the team. I said, look, I'm not playing. Nobody cares.
Right.
My mom doesn't care. So I just went home one day and I just told my mom and my stepfather, said I quit the team. They're like, oh, okay. And that spring, I met a guy who was a hypnotherapist. He was renting space at my dad's office at nighttime. My dad had the office during the day. At night, this hypnotherapist was renting space there. And he told me, he said that vividly imagined experiences, your brain can't tell the difference than a real experience. And that's how I first got into seeing my success. So I did a few hypnotherapy sessions with him. And that's when I started to use visualization, seeing myself be successful on the football field, seeing myself make the tackle. And I went back the sophomore year and played football again. And the only thing I did different was I did the visualization daily as part of my routine. And that year I went from the previous year, I quit the football team, didn't play, to 1 year later, end of my sophomore year, I was the most valuable player. Wow. So I learned at a young age the power of the mind. I really learned to believe that, in life, it's an inside game. Too often you're out there, you're pointing the finger. I didn't make it because that person. I didn't make it because of that coach. The reason you don't make it is because you do not have the mastery and control of your emotions and your mental mind to get yourself to do the stuff you need to do to get the results that you want.
Yeah.
And that was my breakthrough moment, and that was my breakthrough tool. And I used that tool of seeing my success before it happened to get a scholarship, be the first person from my high school to get a scholarship to D1 football school, be the first person from my high school to play in the NFL.
Wow.
And that one tool of seeing your success, putting those neurons, firing and wiring together has been, I think, the one tool that has saved me.
Yeah.
The hack to success is go work your ass off.
Okay.
Go work your ass off. You will succeed. Pick your mountain, whatever that mountain is. And each journey up the mountain is 1,000,000 steps. And each day you have to take that step.
Yeah.
Each day you take that step. You look up at the mountain, you say, that's where I want to go. And then each next day you take your step over and over and over again. It's, I find that consistency is the key.
Yeah.
And consistency doesn't always guarantee success, right? But if you're inconsistent, if you don't take those steps, you'll never be successful. People say to me, oh, it's easy for you. You love to work out. You're in great shape. You love it. It's easy for you. I laugh. No, I don't love it. I love the results. I don't love the work. I don't love when my knees hurt, my elbows hurt, my shoulders hurt, my body's tired. I don't like getting up and going to the gym. I don't like it. It's not fun, but I love the results.
Yeah.
And I've learned to put the effort in. I've learned to do things when I'm tired, when I don't feel like it, when I don't want to. When you can learn to do things when you don't want to, when you don't feel like it, when you're tired, when you can learn to push yourself to do them, that's when the world opens up to you. That's when success knocks at your door. But if you can't, you'll never succeed, because I guarantee you there is some guy out there who's working when he's tired, who's working when he doesn't feel like it, who's working when he doesn't want to, and he's gonna outwork you. He's gonna have the success that you want. See, people say they want success, but they're not willing to do the work to have the success.